welcome back to Brokers of Secrets. Now, in this episode, as promised, we're going to talk about how to build a community. But the truth is, it's not about building a community. It's about how you can ignite a movement with passionate people. People who truly believe in the same cause. People who want to make a difference. People who see this as a mission to join forces together to make a difference. Now, there are a lot of communities out there. There are communities that are actually not doing good things for the world, but there are communities that are doing wonderful things, magnificent things. How do you know what and why and how you can start something that will benefit the world? Now, of course, if you're wanting to start something that's not going to benefit the world, this is not for you. This is about how we can upgrade humanity together. So in today's episode, I want to talk about how you can create and ignite a movement with these other people that will align with you in such a way that will truly benefit not just you and those around you, but perhaps even the world and humanity itself. So let's dive in. First off, why? Let's talk about why you even want to build a community or create this movement. First reason is very simple. No one can do everything themselves alone. This world is not meant to be moved by one person alone. If you think that's possible, that's an illusion. True movement, true changes, lasting changes are often carried out by a group of people who truly believe in the cause. Number two reason is also very simple, is that you don't know everything, nobody knows everything, but when you join forces, the collective creates this collective mind. It allows you to leverage other people's knowledge, relationships, wisdom, life experiences, passion, skills, and just about anything you can think of. And because of that, this group mind is able to do things that normally would not be possible with just one person. Number three is a very crucial reason. Oftentimes, we want to do something, and there are times that we want to do these wonderful things, but we don't believe we can do it, or we simply cannot do it in a certain period of time. I'm sure we've all had goals, and as you're listening or watching, you've had goals that seem too far-fetched. When you enlist a group of others that believe in the same cause and are willing to invest time and energy and effort into it, you begin to see that with the right people involved, you can create magnificent changes very quickly. And number four, the fourth reason may not be something you expect. It's accountability. Because whether you're leading it or joining forces with others or just a part of a community that you're building, regardless of what position, status, roles you play, being a part of a community or creating one allows you to stay accountable. Those around you will keep you accountable, and you're able to keep them accountable, and you're able to keep each other accountable. And that beauty, the beauty of accountability is that you're able to be not only motivated, encouraged, but someone's there if you fall. Someone's there if you need something or lack something or don't know something. And because of that, the things you never considered, the things that truly could limit you because you simply don't know that you don't know, they're there to help you with that. Now, the final reason that I'm going to share with you is just as important. When you build a community, those around you become your mirror. They reveal to you things you don't know about yourself. They reveal to you the things that are highly unconscious to you. And because of that community relationship, you're able to get feedback, you're able to see, hear, feel, and understand things that you normally would not. You're able to aggregate knowledge and wisdom. You're able to test your knowledge. Part of the reason why we built Upgrade was to test and refine, and aggregate knowledge and bring things together so that we can become better, so that we can become better at upgrading ourselves and others and humanity. So when you think about a community, it's not just, oh, we can make more sales because there's a lot of people. And that's a great reason too, if you're in business or whatever project that you're in. But it's really important to consider that your community is a crucial part of how and where you can gather feedback. That feedback becomes your mirror. It shows you angles of you that you're not aware of. A lot of people refer to their friends as their community. Let's say you move to a foreign country and your community could be like your friends group who become sort of like your family. Maybe it's your coworkers that become your community. Maybe it's that you're starting a movement. Maybe it's a fitness movement that you're wanting to encourage a certain demographic to become really healthy and fit, and you're leading them. Regardless of what area or what space you're in, if you're leading a community, remember this. People, they see those around them and they're triggered by those around them, and then they avoid them. Think about how many times you'll hear a friend or a family member say, oh, I don't like my coworker, or I don't like this person that I met at the family office meeting, or I don't like this person who's at the investment firm that I work at, or whatever it is. If there are people in your community that triggers you, there are two answers. One is you need to find a way to resolve it inside of yourself. And that resolution will bring up why the mirror is triggering you. And it's always going to promote some incredible growth that you may or may not be expecting. Second reason that you need to pay attention is that humans don't trigger us. Other people don't trigger us. It's our unconscious mind that gets triggered by ourselves and what we choose to observe. So you have to become truly aware that if you ever feel like, I don't want to make more friends, I don't want to get closer to my family, or I don't want to have a community, and I definitely don't want to build one. If you're on that boat, you've got to become aware that this human experience is about growth. And those people around you that you get to surround yourself with, the new friendships that you get to establish, they allow you to receive feedback that you normally would have never gotten. And if you allow yourself to become truly open and you become keen even in observing what triggers you, what causes you to be uncomfortable, what causes you to be annoyed, frustrated, angry, sad, guilty, whatever feelings you get, hurt even. If you find yourself feeling these feelings, remember those feelings are from the inside. And those feelings communicate a message. Remember, all emotions are there as a message delivery mechanism, like a notification system on your phone. And it's there until you pay attention to whatever that it's trying to notify you of. Until you actually acknowledge it, it doesn't just go away. So even if you could switch community, switch people, switch family even, and friends group, those feelings that cause you to be uncomfortable will still be there. Now, my point here is simple. You leverage and utilize a community, not just for all of the wonderful reasons I mentioned earlier, but very importantly, for feedback. For you to improve, for you to become better, for you to actually receive the message from the unconscious, the message that it's wanting to deliver to you. I want you to receive that because that allows you to upgrade, that allows you to evolve, that allows you to get better. And so I will give you some very fun strategic plans that are very easy. As you'll notice, many of the podcast episodes, as we continue to do this more and more, they'll become more tactical, strategic, so you can apply and implement right away. Because it's cool to sit here and tell you philosophical things, but I'd rather tell you the why, what, and how you can implement so you can start doing some stuff and upgrade your life. You will notice not just benefits in your personal relationships, where it will bless you in many ways that you may or may not be expecting, because friends that you choose to really be friends with truly become families. On top of it, they will give you insights and feedback and things that you need to know that you may or may not have found on your own. So this is the ultimate mechanism that allows you to grow faster. Your community is the ultimate way for you to grow faster. And if growth and progress and ambition is anything you care about, build or become a part of a community. Now, what's the purpose of building versus being a part of? Become as many communities that you align with as you want. But building one is different. Building one forces you to refine your purpose, your mission, and why you're here. Building a community gives you feedback that is way more intimate, that hits you to the core more than anything else. Because if people choose not to follow you, you might take it really personally, but really it has a lot to do with, are you actually even aligned with these people? And are you even aligned with yourself and your purpose and mission? So when you find true alignment, it will show up in your community and people will align with you. So over the years, as I built my own upgrade community, I've learned that if I'm not aligned, the community doesn't respond. But if I'm aligned, people flock to you. And it's very quick and it's very natural. It's very easy. So all of this being said, let's talk about how now. To build your community, step one is very simple. Design the benefits. This is different than our other design teachings, where we have you design the person first or the attributes. I want you to design the benefits that you want out of this community first. And it's okay to sound selfish here. You need to benefit from this, otherwise you will stop putting things into it. And even if it means that serving other people and helping them become happy is what you gain from it, you're still gaining something from it, because you'll get great amount of dopamine, oxytocin. You're going to get wonderful feelings because other people are being served and having a great outcome. That's okay too. But you need to list out 25 benefits of why you even want to build this. And you're welcome to re-listen to this episode to pick up some of the other benefits that I mentioned earlier. But you need to have your own 25, and you can copy mine, but you need to have 25 real reasons that would drive you. And you need to ask yourself, are these actually some things that I want that will actually benefit whatever it is that you're looking for? Number two, after you design the benefits, you need to design who will likely align with these benefits, because the benefits are going to be shared. It's not going to be just you receiving the benefit. Everyone in the community, that's the beauty. Everyone in the community gets to benefit from whatever benefits you design. That's what a real community is. Because, for example, an upgrade in our community that we've built, all of our students and clients, people that learn the upgrade trainings and or consult with us, whatever you call this group of people, I see them as my community. And the reason that I love this community is because they give me feedback, I give them feedback, and we grow together. I design these different protocols based on what I've aggregated over the last 10 years. Spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of resources to create them. And these tools, in order to be validated, I need to give it to people to test them. And so over the years, we've been able to test these things with our community. I feel like I've lived 100,000 lives because of it. Now, because of that, I'm able to then compound what I've learned and then test it faster with our new students or existing students. And what happens is then they come back with even faster feedback. So it becomes this incredible spiral of progress when you are able to serve one another with these very, very, very accurate, curated feedback. And these feedback aren't just, oh, here, let me give you some feedback. These feedback is, oh, for example, somebody got a certain check in the mail that they weren't expecting, and it was significantly more than the other checks that they were getting. That's a really wonderful thing. And it might have happened right after they resolved something with one of our team members, because our team member gave them feedback on how it's important to feel worthy of success. And it's one thing to talk about it, another thing to actually have tools and protocols that lead someone down a predictable path that will actually increase their self-worth And they can actually confirm with you, oh my gosh, I feel so much better about myself. I didn't even think there was something I can do about this. And then a physical event coincidentally happened right after that. Interesting, right? Now, it's not just one time, but happens many times across many students' lives. So when you begin to notice events like that, that's a pattern. And the patterns is what a community gives you, because what happens when you see a number of people, a collective of people, different people from different walks of lives, if they somehow are able to get the same outcome, wow, okay, now this is scalable. So you are able to get feedback from your community. Design your attributes of the people. Design their demographic, their psychographic. Are you mainly wanting to serve people in the athletics world? Are you mainly wanting to serve people in tech or in banking or in investment or in hedge fund? Are you mainly wanting to serve people who are executive levels or owners or billionaires? What is it that you want to serve, right? So when you really design the attributes, again, 25 attributes here, after you've designed 25 benefits, 25 attributes of the people you want in your community. And then finally, very simple, last thing, is that you actually go out and meet these people. Now, you may say, where do I find these people? I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. Well, once you've designed the benefits for you and the community, and secondly, design the attributes, your unconscious mind will actually give you hints. Your reticular activation system will begin to filter out opportunities that are fitting to helping you find these people. So the how is actually really simple if you have actually done the design. The design becomes the coordinate. And your mind has this GPS capability to guide you to the ideal audience, the ideal people that you want to bring into your community. And communities will spread if you design the benefits properly and you design the person. It will spread because these people will refer and want to bring their friends that are aligned with you. That is how you design and create your community. This is very simple. Design benefit, design the person or people, and then go out. Now, I'll give you one last thing before we finish. If you were to say, William, I can just naturally begin to have these feelings of where I need to go, but is there any strategic moves that I can make? Absolutely. Think about where these people hang out, first of all. If you've designed bankers, and you've designed these people who are in finance that you want to hang out with, they become your community, right? You want that? Well, great. You're probably not going to find them somewhere in the Midwest or somewhere in a certain desert that is far away from a city. You probably want to go to a finance center, finance district in different pockets of different cities. You know where certain people hang out. If you want to meet athletes, well, where do they hang out? Where are the teams? You can actually begin to think logically once you know where these people are. An easy method is go on AI and ask, hey, these are the people I want. Where do you find them? So it's never about whether you'll find them or not. It's about whether you know what the benefits are for you and the community, because that's incentive for you to create the community and for the community to join you. And always the benefits needs to be greater than the sum of all of it total added together. Just like what Stephen Covey talks about in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Synergy is when two people working together or multiple people working together, and because of them working together, the result is far greater than if you add them up separately. This is synergy. Your community is about synergy. And when you design the benefits can become exponential when you actually do it inside of a community. Then you design the ideal person, your mind will filter out who you shouldn't talk to and who you should talk to. And then finally, you can just ask AI, or you can logically think about where do they hang out, right? So it's really easy in these days to build a community. If you are someone who are interested in true massive progress, I encourage you to go build a community. Go build a community for yourself.